These are a series of poems which are set up as reviews. So the idea is you're reading a review of a book published by someone or other, but in fact these are all made up. You know, the authors don't exist as far as I can tell. It'd be a shame if they did, actually, potentially libelous. But yeah, so these are made up books, imaginary presses, translated by people who don't exist. And it started really out of a kind of desire to make up books of poetry that I'd want to read, but then it very quickly took on a life of its own, and there's about 11 of them. So this is a review of Greet Haney's 8 Little Curtain Rings, published in Strasbourg by Edition de Canard in 1989, 16 pages. A psychotropic longhouse becomes the locus for this eminent rehash. Its structure is cantilevered thus, so the balcony's long shadow bunches at my throat. The entrance is a revolving door, a kind of promiscuous lock. Inside, many young Belgians body pop their continental ennui. This becomes a poetry of lampposts, dog walkers, poplars, theodolites, bus stops, municipal statues and radio masts, all the lonely civil spikes. Here is everything to do with comfort, acoustics, light and shade. I was magnificently bored. This is a review of Delta Blueprints by Peter Peters, translated by Claude Claus and published in New York by Panopticon Books in 1998, 90 pages. If 2 homing pigeons descending in a rotary blur got tangled, this translation would release one and retain the other for its records. If Le Corbusier and La Baker had done it in a Flanders motel, this translation would be midwife to their mewling offspring. If you were looking for a place to live, this translation would offer delightful and useless suggestions. If the coloratura of words could be somehow divorced from their ligaments, this translation would be there with a crowbar. Sometimes there's an after effect, green on black, or is it pink on blue? The shapes are boxy concertinas anyway, expanding wheezily through streetlight. A sandbar, a love hotel, a prison hulk, a nylon arcade.